A teen wanted for attempted armed robbery after he allegedly tried to hold up a woman getting out of her car at a busy intersection in Treme yesterday afternoon. It all happened there, and it was in the middle of the day. Eyewitness investigator David Hammer brings us all the details on what happened of a Good Samaritan who stopped the robbery and footage of what is believed to be the suspect making his escape.
Possibly like the single most terrifying moment of my life. It's like staring death right in the face.
This woman, whose first name is Kyla, said she was in her car parked on Esplanade Avenue with the doors locked when a teen approached her yesterday afternoon wearing a black and white camouflage hoodie and dark pants and asked where the bus stop was.
And I was like, oh, look, babe, it's right there across the street.
She said he moved on and approached her colleague instead, who was getting out of a car parked ahead of her.
And then all of a sudden she was running across the neutral ground screaming.
She said the teen tried to rob her colleague, but a Good Samaritan in a red Corvette was stopped alongside them.
He spoke to the guy and said, I see what you're doing. And he showed him his gun.
That's when the teen allegedly shot at the Corvette, hitting the passenger door and blowing out the window as seen in this photo. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but Kyla and her colleague are shaken to their core.
I mean, you see it on the news, but until you actually see it in person, it really hits home. And you see a human being shoot at another human being, it brings it all to reality that, and he didn't hesitate to pull that trigger at all.
These things have to stop.
James Brooks owns a house around the corner on Murray Street. He was doing renovations when he heard the gunshots. His surveillance video shows a person run from Esplanade onto Murray right afterwards.
As he passed the front of my house, he said to me, call the police, somebody shot at me. Then said, call an ambulance. A little bit further in the block, he winced, grabbed his side, fell into my neighbor's fence. I thought he'd been shot. Immediately called 911. And in the process of me dialing 911, I kind of lost where he was, and he took off running.
Brooks said this was the last straw. He's scrapping his plans to move back into his Treme home.
My family and I are looking to move into Jefferson Parish, Lakeview, somewhere that should be a little bit safer for us. But unfortunately, this beautiful home is not going to be lived in by me right now.
David Hammer, Eyewitness News.
That Good Samaritan declined to be interviewed, but David did connect him with Kyla so that she and her colleague could thank him for intervening.